In North America, we're looking at a almost between an 18 and 20% foreign-born population, and that's only going up. Our top source immigrant countries right now, both for Canada and the US, India, China, Pakistan, Philippines, and so Korea and Mexico would be our top source. So what does that mean? Well, now that means we really need to understand how that changes recruitment, retention, employee engagement, performance feedback, safety on the job, because people communicate differently. But again, a lot of people are recognizing that they're really embracing people from different countries that are coming and working for what they bring to the table. But where I noticed the gap and why I started speaking in the space is, again, with my work managing the immigration office. I learned firsthand, and this was, I was an embryo at that time, but definitely learning from all of these amazing people that were choosing the country to be their home. I was like, wow, they're amazing. They bring so much to the table. But I could even tell there was miscommunication. There was judgment. There were issues simply because of communication style, simply because of nonverbals, like even this means something different in most parts of the world. And so giving people that insight so that they could move through the space both internally, because we're looking at a much more culturally diverse population. So internally with their employees, externally with their client base, but also globally. We have so many companies that are either global or do import export. So they just needed to understand. And I really am a big believer. You don't have to spend a ton of money to make huge impact. So I really teach companies, small things, how do negotiations differ in different countries? How do those nonverbals differ? How does time construct? We're very, with our time, I knew the exact time we were going to be working together today, right? But that's not necessarily the case in different communities. It might be what we call polychronic time. And there's a lot of that can cause so much frustration if you're trying to do global work, if you're trying to meet with people, when you don't recognize someone might really fall under the construct of polychronic time, meaning they care more about the relationship, not about the time. So switching the construct so that people understand, wait a sec, I think I misjudged this person, or I thought differently, or I was actually frustrated, when in essence, this should be, now that I understand this, I respect them more, I understand this piece, and I provide better service as a direct result. So it's really just, quite frankly, bridging the gap.